Sweep the leg. Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Monster Bass Live. I'm your host, Rick, and we got a great show for you today. We got Will from Urban, Florida Fishing on. We've got some golden tickets to give away. We've got Strike King box to talk about. A lot going on. But before we get into things, I want to say thank you to you guys that tuned in last week and participated with Monster Bass Cares. We raised $500 last week, and I know you guys can do super chats and stuff, but we realize that Google takes half that money, and they don't really need it because they're billionaires. But our vets do, and our servicemen and women that sacrifice so much for us do. So this isn't a request. I'm just saying if you're gonna donate to the show, do it on Venmo. It goes straight into a bank account, and once a month. We'll have Rafi and Marty on the show, and they will talk about all the good we're going to do with that money. So keep that in mind. Anyway, couple housekeeping things. I want to say congratulations to Hannah, 706 Fishing. You've seen her on the show. She cut her PB, cried a little bit. It was beautiful. She passed her nursing exam, and so we want to give a big shout out to her. I also, little bird told me that it's Robbie AM's birthday this week, so I hate that guy. I say that lovingly only because he smashes my PB every single day that he's out fishing. I don't know how the guy does it. He's down there in Florida, and every day he catches something bigger than 5 pounds. So it's the love-hate relationship I have with Robbie AM. I actually love Robbie Mendez, but I'm gonna tell you I hate him. Anyway, all right. It's going to be a great show. Phone lines are open. Almost. Sorry, I can't do my job and Jared's, but we're gonna see how we do it. Couple exciting things. I think I can talk about it. I mean, they told me I could. All right, so I get a phone call. From Boyd Duckett. I've met Boyd before, and Boyd calls me up and he's like, Rick, he goes, I want to talk with you about something. He goes, listen, we got this Champions Club, and we don't know what we're doing. It's a disaster. Let me take that word back. It's not a disaster. It's not what they do. They're in a media company. They're running fishing tournaments. That's what they do. I can't run a media company. I can't run fishing tournaments. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't do it as well as they would. Enyway, so they came to me and they said, hey, we'd love to create a partnership in which we endorse and support and provide content expertise. We help pick the baits. We help create content that teaches people how to fish. And we provide information that your community would like. And I can't do it. I want to do it. Anyway. And so can I tell them this? Yeah. I can? I'm fumbling because I want to share something with you, but then I go down the path and then I realize that maybe I shouldn't. Whatever. We're off to a great start. I want to tell you, but I feel like maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I need another week. I better get another week going. Jared, I'd like you to do something for me. Yeah, what's up? I don't want to mess around. Let's bring in Will. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm off to a bad start. I'm feeling bad. I am. There you go. Will!
Hey, what's going on?
Welcome to the show. How are you, man?
I'm doing great, Rick. How you doing?
I'm doing great. So for everybody at home, let's give a big warm welcome to Will Worthington. He is Urban Florida Fishing, and we're happy to have you on the show. So You
I'm
and I have
happy to
only
be on.
talked like once prior to this, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So for my benefit and for everybody at home, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like you're in Florida, right?
Yes. So I live down here in South Florida. I've been
Mhm.
down here for 13 years, 14 years almost. Moved down in 2010. So yeah, 13 years. And been loving it ever since. I don't want to live anywhere else. I mean, I love the weather. It's beautiful. Everything about South Florida is beautiful. I mean, it's a lot of traffic, but I mean, I don't mind it. So it's amazing down here.
Wait a minute, a lot of traffic. You're talking to a guy living in LA. You don't I don't think you guys know what traffic is. My office is 9 miles away and it takes me an hour to get there.
Wow. Yeah.
Straight up an hour. You know how
That's
often I go to that office? Not very
every day.
often. Makes me question
Oh,
why I even have one.
okay. Oh my goodness. Boy, that's a long. It's a long drive. Not very far, but as far as you're in the car, it's a long drive.
Sure. And you're where in Florida?
I'm in South Florida. I'm located in Boca Raton, Florida. So I'm an hour
Oh,
north of my an hour north of Miami.
I know where it is.
Although I although I do travel, I have a small business down in North Miami, so I travel an hour also back and forth every day, 5 days a week.
Wow. What's this? Can you tell us the small business? You want to plug it?
So I'm just a physical therapist for Parkinson's and personal trainer. I do more therapy for Parkinson's than I do for than I do personal training. So I've been doing therapy for Parkinson's for a while now. It's rewarding and very hard at the same time.
Yeah.
These people, suffer greatly, and I get to help them. And but at the same time, it's hard to watch people deteriorate with such a disease like that.
Yeah, that's got to be hard. I mean, I can see how that could be hard and rewarding at the same time. I mean, God bless you for doing that. I mean, you're taking on a lot of energy from people that are going through a lot, and that's got to be pretty difficult. So,
Yes, yes, absolutely.
so Jared, will you turn that off? Thank you. Oh, much better. Jared's got me all lit up here. He wants this to look professional. Well, we moved the office, or we moved the studio from the office to the bedroom, and it's not the greatest setup in the world. We're in the process of redoing the entire house, and so we're gonna move this to the back house to where we can have a full, ready studio, always there. I don't have to be sitting in like the smallest bedroom in the house, and it's a disaster. But anyway, so how did you get into? So have you been fishing like all your life? Is it been a passion?
Yeah, so as far as I can remember, I mean, my dad would take me fishing. I mean, I can't. 5 years old is my earliest memory of my father taking me down to the stream. I wasn't born in the United States. So I was born in Panama, and so we didn't have any fishing rods. I grew up like a hand line fishing with my father, cast netting, catching crabs, clamming. Like throughout the coast, the beaches and stuff like that. So that's how I really got into, I guess the fishing outdoor world
Yeah.
as far as doing any of that type of stuff. And I just fell in love with it, because he was in love with it, and every time, and his brothers were in love with it. So every time he would do it, he would take me and my cousins, along with his brothers, and I just I've been in love with it since I can remember.
Wow. And when did you decide that you were going to like you didn't one day say, "Hey, I'm going to be an influencer." You just threw up a video one day, right? Like what was do you remember the first video that you put up?
Yeah, so this is how it happened, how my page got started. So as I told you, I had two businesses. One business was Parkinson's therapy and personal training, which I currently have now. And then my second business was in Fort Lauderdale, and that was all Parkinson's. And
Mm,
that was catering to just teaching people with Parkinson's, their flexibility, mobility, anything that's helpful to the Parkinson's. That's what we would do there. And I had 65 people with Parkinson's that would come to me on a weekly basis, and I had trainers and everything else. And then the pandemic hit, and as you know, Parkinson's in a gym setting and COVID do not mix. And so when the pandemic hit, it really like put a damper on my life. You know, it destroyed my business, completely
Mm.
destroyed it to the point where I couldn't bring it back. Yeah, I mean, we were doing so good, and then just got to get hit so hard like that. Well, anyways, it wiped it out. And so from there, for a longest time, I would talk to my wife about it and be like, I have no idea what we're gonna do. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, we're used to living a certain lifestyle, having certain things, and all of a sudden we just lose half of our money like that,
Oh my
gone.
God.
So I was left with having to find something to replace that money, and it's not easy just starting a business or anything like that, or
Yeah.
a pay. None of it's easy. It takes a lot of work. And so I told my wife, I'm like, listen, I don't know what to do. I'm so lost. I don't want to go back to the Parkinson's, obviously, because if another pandemic ever happens like that again, I'm the same. I'm gonna be back in the same boat. So I want to stay away from Parkinson's. I want to stay away from all that, because I learned it was a huge lesson learned for me how easily my lifestyle could be removed. Without having any power over it or nothing like that. It was just ripped away from me. So then I started thinking to myself, like, well, what can I do that if something like that ever happens again, it won't jeopardize my capabilities of supporting my family. And so, I mean, talking to my wife, and it took me like months to figure out what I was gonna do. And one day we are just sitting up back, just talking about it once again about what I could possibly do. And I'm like, why don't I just do fishing? I love fishing. Like, I've done it all my entire life, and I'm just gonna start a fishing page and see where it takes me. It's my passion. It may not make us money right away, but it could make us money in the long run. And you never know. There's a lot of influencers out there, a lot of people out there that are making it from social media nowadays. And in fact, I think that that's going to happen more and more and more as if life goes on with social media. I think TikTok is the way of the future because of their algorithm. So anyway, so my wife, uh, I told her that, and in fact, I had my mother also. She was like, "You should probably start a fishing page. Try it out, see what happens." She was also encouraging me to go ahead and start the page, and I was kind of hesitant at first because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to do editing. I don't know TikTok. I don't know any of the platforms. Yes, I had social media before, but it was only personal pages, and I would only post personal stuff on there. I wouldn't post anything that had to do with fishing. And so I made a decision that I was going to start my fishing page to make it a business to replace the income that I lost from COVID. And so once I made that decision, when I do anything with business, I just get laser focused. I just get focused and I can't think about anything else. So when I decided that I was going to do fishing and open up the page, I just basically had it in my head that I was going to have to become a super amazing editor. I'm not saying I'm the best editor out there, but what I've learned so far and have taught myself, I think it's pretty good. And so for somebody that had no clue on how to edit videos or and how to work an editing platform or how to work TikTok or how to work anything like that, I had to learn it from scratch. And so I got focused on it and I decided that I was going to try to become one of the best fishing editors there TikTok had to offer. And so I sat down and every day I would work on it and I would work on it and I would work on it. And I remember my first video, I think it was I have a little pond behind my house. It's not my pond. It's like a little community pond where the hospital is. And I remember taking my son back there and shooting some videos. And my son had caught a bass. My son is only by the time he was like I think almost 4 years old, and he had caught a pretty big bass. And I had posted that, and that's what started the page. I started getting some likes on that video, and I'm like, oh, okay, so maybe this will turn into something. I see, like, I had some, I didn't have an astronomical amount of views or anything like that. So, but I saw a little bit of result from it, and that is what really encouraged me to just keep going with it. And like I said, I just got laser focused on it. Really, really like try to hammer down on the editing on TikTok itself, and then eventually I started going to other platforms where I felt comfortable enough that my editing was good enough to put out there. And that's how that happened. And it was because of the pandemic. The pandemic really like showed me like, wow, I can really make a living from my what I really love to do. Now, don't get me wrong, I love to help people with Parkinson's and I love to do therapy and help them out, but that was not my passion. And
Hmm.
if it wasn't for that pandemic, I would have never known that. I never would have seen that. And here I am, doing what I love, doing pursuing my dreams and doing what I love for a living.
It's amazing. That's a really great story. I mean, And kudos to you for like just like jumping in like laser focused, because you know some people they're like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it, it's a little hobby, and you jumped in and said, I'm gonna take something that I love and try and really turn it into a business. And
Yeah.
what and it seems to be growing, so good, yeah, good for you. What editing software do you use?
So I use four four or five different editing platforms. I use TikTok, obviously. TikTok would be probably my number two app, or one of my number one. Obviously, I'm the biggest on TikTok. And then I
How
use
big are you on
InShot.
TikTok?
469,000 people right now. In the month of January, from January 1st to February 1st, I added 40,000 followers.
Wow, that's
And
great.
from yeah, I mean, it's really growing. It's fantastic. People really love the TikToks. People, I mean, it's growing so much to the point where I go to the store and like people are like, "Oh my God, that's Irvin! What's up, man, Irvin? Oh my God, it's
No way,
absolutely,
really?
yeah, it's so crazy. People wanting to take pictures with me. People stop when they see me. All kinds of stuff. It's really crazy. So yeah, I used InShot, Video Leap, Video Shop, TikTok, and Instagram. And then I bounce my videos. Sometimes I cross my videos between the platforms, whether it's TikTok or if I sometimes I use Instagram for some captions because Instagram. I have learned to just bounce my videos and not just use one platform because I feel like every platform, every editing platform offers a different feature. None of it, offers. There's I haven't found one platform that offers everything that I need. But again, I'm not even 2 years into this page. I started April 17th of this year will be 2 years that I started this page.
Wow, that's amazing. What so if you had one piece of advice for anyone that's sitting there, you know, and they've got their page, it's a little hobby, and they're like, I kind of want to take it to the next level. What's that one piece of advice you give them?
Decide. Just decide you're gonna do it and do it. You just have to decide because if you just sit back and you're like, I kind of want to do it, I kind of don't want to do it, you're never gonna do it. You just have to decide, and you just gotta tell yourself, okay, this is gonna work no matter what. That's it. That's what I told myself. I'm like, this is gonna work no matter what. I decided I was gonna do it, and I don't know if that comes from me being in the military or what, but man, when I decide I'm going to do something, I just do it. I just don't procrastinate and I work on it. Like I decided I was going to do my page. I did it and I work on it constantly because I want it to be the best. And I work on it before I go to sleep. I work on it on my lunch break. I wake up at 5 a.m. I work on it till about 6, 7, 8 a.m. before I have to go into my work and do my actual job. I work on it. I get off of work. My kids are not here. I work on it. If I go fishing, sometimes I'm taking a little break. I work on it. I constantly work on my page. I never let it sit.
Wow. How many times a day you post?
2 to 3 times a day. Before I used to do five, but now I'm kind of like now that I'm growing, I'm kind of just stepping a step back from posting so much that I'm only posting more of quality content rather than quantity, if that makes sense.
Sure. Sure. What and so you're riding high on TikTok. You think that's the platform of the future?
I think so. I think the TikTok algorithm is cutting edge. I think it's number one, and I tell you why. Because when TikTok came out, TikTok was taking money from YouTube, taking money from Instagram, taking money from Facebook. Everybody was gravitating towards TikTok because TikTok's algorithm puts the stuff that you want to see in front of you. You see, and it changes. So if your likes of video change, TikTok's algorithm changes to you. And Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook can't offer that. You see what I'm saying? So that's why they created the shorts because they realized they were losing so much money to TikTok that they created the shorts or the reels or whatever. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. But
So I think that's why.
don't you think though that they're going to incorporate, like, you know, Google, let's face it, Google's a pretty smart company. Don't you think they're just going to incorporate AI into this, and it's going to start learning what you like, and the algorithm's going to get better, and they're going to be able to like duplicate it?
Oh yeah, I think eventually all the companies are going to catch up because nobody wants to stay behind. So I think eventually is exactly what's going to happen.
Mm.
So but I think that TikTok also. I don't think that TikTok is going to sit back and be like, okay, we're just going to remain the same. I think TikTok is just going to keep on learning. They're going to keep on growing their technology, their AI, everything is going to to grow. Who know? Listen, I'm here for the ride. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
here.
yeah.
I'm going along, baby. Let's go. you
Yeah.
know. So
How do you go about, like, for me, when I go on TikTok, I see so much. It's unbelievable for me. Maybe I haven't spent enough time on it, but for me, I don't see the things that I want, or maybe all I want to see is hot girls. I don't know. But like I I find it so laser focused that it's hard to get out of, at least for me, to see everything else that's out there.
well, you may be right. Maybe you don't spend enough time on the platform. I eat, breathe, sleep with TikTok.
Hmm.
It's like I said, it's my biggest platform. It's the one that I take care of the most. Not that I don't take care of Instagram, because Instagram is a very big platform for me also. And I've been actually focusing more time on Instagram rather than before. Before I was just kind of like, okay, I just whatever, I just post a video on there, and if it hits, it hits. Now I kind of like, okay, now I got to really focus on how I can make this video hit on Instagram, because now I realize that I can also grow on Instagram. I never knew before. I used to listen to people like, oh, it's so hard to grow on Instagram. It's this and this and that and that. But once I really started focusing on it and I realized that I could grow, I really spend more time on Instagram and try to do things the right way and the edits and everything else, and now it's growing.
What do you think the key is to Instagram?
The I think is the editing.
The
The
editing.
Instagram, I one period in time. This is going back like maybe 6 months. I literally had posted 3 or 4 videos within like a week span of time, where like I thought that every one of those videos could be a potential viral video,
Hmm.
and the editing that I put into it. So, anyways, I posted those videos, and my Instagram just absolutely went haywire. I think I jumped up from like 10,000 followers to like 80,000 followers within like a 7 day span. It was
Wait,
absolutely
wait,
mind blowing.
what?
I never seen anything like that in my entire life. It was mind blowing. I mean, every single one of those videos. I actually have one video pinned did 10 million, 10.7 million views, along with some other ones that are way down, and those videos also went viral. And I think the accumulation of all the videos going viral, and also reels, reels being so new to the Instagram platform, it just the viralness of the videos plus the editing. I think that was the key. It literally went from 10,000 to like 80,000 in like 7 days. I was mind blown. I could not believe it. It's like a blessing from God. Every day I thank God for that. It's really crazy.
Wow, that's amazing. I want to continue talking about that, but we're gonna take a call if you don't mind, because I see that
Yeah, yeah.
he's been on the hold for 17 minutes. So
Oh man, okay.
let's not keep him waiting any longer. Go ahead, caller. Where are you from?
What's up, fellas? This is Vinny Pelican Bone from Barataria, Louisiana, down on the bayou.
What's going on, man?
What's up?
Oh, just grinding, bro. Well, we can definitely continue this conversation because I'm certainly interested because I can't seem to figure out any of the daggum algorithms. To be honest with you, uh,
You
I
can't
got
figure out the
I
algorithm?
just hit. Well, I'm almost at. Do what?
What did you say about the algorithm?
I can't seem to figure them out. Sorry about that. I can't seem to figure them out. I'm almost to 10,000 on TikTok,
Okay.
but
Keep that consistency. Like when I was
and
starting out, when I was starting out on TikTok, you got to keep that consistency up big time. And I kept that consistency up for the longest time on TikTok. I would post 5 videos a day, and that was extremely difficult. But I think that consistency of posting 5 videos a day, and I'm not saying you have to post 5 videos a day, but I would definitely post 2 videos a day minimum to TikTok. And you got to keep that consistency. And my number one advice from me to you would be, you have to learn how to edit on TikTok, because editing on TikTok has made my videos go viral. And then don't also just learn from one platform on how to edit on TikTok. Edit on other platforms too. Oh, and one more thing I
so
want to
TikTok
say.
likes when you edit on their program.
Say that again.
I think
I
he
said
said
TikTok likes
TikTok
when you
likes
edit
it
on
when
their
you
platform.
edit it on their platform.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Tell him I'll be right there. Okay. Tell him I'll be right there. Thank you. Sorry, my son is out there.
Oh,
Yeah.
he can come on the show.
No
No,
problem.
he just wanted to tell me something. Yeah, editing. Listen, so I don't know if you know about the metadata. There's metadata when you edit on a certain platform, like let's say you edit on TikTok. When you edit on TikTok, that edit that you do on TikTok, let's just say you were to screen record it and then you go to post it on Instagram or whatever. So that TikTok has metadata inside of it, right? Or that video that you screen record has
Uh-huh.
metadata. And so other platforms, if you take that video from TikTok and you didn't edit that video on a third party platform and you go to post that video on Instagram or YouTube, that metadata is going to be read that video was created on TikTok, and therefore the algorithm on Instagram is not going to push you as much. So a lot of times it's a really good idea to edit your videos on a third party platform. Sometimes I understand that you have to edit videos on TikTok and then transfer them over to Instagram, but if you can help it, do the large majority of your editing on a third party platform and then post it to TikTok and post it to Instagram, and I think you're going to see some big time results there.
Yeah, I always edit on Final Cut Pro. I edit all my videos on there. But the only thing is, if I want the captions, I usually put it through Instagram, download it, and then the captions work great on Instagram.
Okay, that's good. Any
My
other
biggest thing is
questions?
going to be consistency on the other platforms. Yeah, my biggest thing is pretty much consistency on the other platforms because YouTube is my focus. So I'm super consistent with YouTube, but just
Yeah,
trying to
you got
balance
to
that
be.
with some other platforms gets tough.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy by any means. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that growing to 469,000 followers on TikTok was easy, because editing 5 videos a day when I first started, that was a lot of work, especially because I had no idea what I was doing. So I was trying to learn at the same time and edit at the same time, and but nothing in life is easy, and so you just got to do it. You just got to
Nope,
do it, because if you don't do it, time is
that's
gonna
right.
pass into it. So you just got to do it.
You're right, man. Congratulations too on your growth, man. That's awesome. I love to hear that.
Thank you, thank you.
I do have a fishing question for you though.
Ooh.
So I've been
Yep.
wanting to get to Florida because I want to catch those. Well, both of them, the bacon species, the peacock bass and that knife fish. I'd love to
Oh
hook
yeah.
into those two.
Oh my God.
How far south do you have to go before you start getting into those?
You can hit up the 3 counties that have peacocks. Palm Beach County, Broward County, and Miami-Dade County. They all have peacocks. So you have to come down as far as I think West Palm Beach. I'm sorry, West Palm Beach County. You come down as far as I think Delray and Lake Ida is the farthest north that you will find peacocks. After that, you won't find any. I don't think. I haven't heard of anybody finding peacocks up north. But Palm Beach County, Broward County, and Miami-Dade, and you're gonna find peacocks. And the clown knife fish. The clown knife fish specifically, if you're looking for clown knife, there's a few canals in South Florida that hold clown knife fish. You got to go a little bit like in my area where I'm at. There's canals with clown knife, and there's also Lake Ida is full of clown knife fish. That's where the main body of clown knife fish hang out is Lake Ida, and all the runoff canals that come off of Lake Ida, and that's where you're gonna find. So if you're going for peacock and clown knife fish, go to Lake Ida because you have both of those there.
Nice. Yeah, I got to get down there. I've been wanting to get there. Do you do any saltwater fishing, any inshore fishing?
Oh yes, I love doing inshore fishing, but where I live right now, there's not that many good spots. We have the inlet, which it's kind of dead, and then we have the piers. And I don't like to fish off. When I'm 20 feet up in the air, I like to be right water level. So I'm not a big fan of the piers, but I'll go to the piers and I'll go to the inlet. But I definitely want to include a lot more saltwater fishing into my channel. So eventually, when this becomes my full-time job, I am going to introduce all kinds of fishing into my channel.
Well, look, you ever want to do some inshore fishing? Come on down to Louisiana, bro. I'll look. That's one of my favorites.
Right on, man. I'll keep that in mind.
Hey, we just want to give a quick shout out to Rafi. He's leaving the chat. He's got to go home, pick up the kids, take care of some chores. He's leaving for Alaska tomorrow. So,
What a good dad.
Yeah. So safe travels for Rafi, right? Quick weekend trip.
Yeah, man.
Amazing.
Hey, I lived in Alaska, Rafi. I love Alaska. It is one. In fact, almost when I was getting out of the military, I was stationed in the military in Alaska. I lived in Fairbanks and I lived in Anchorage. And when I got out of the military, I seriously contemplated so hard where I was going to stay in Alaska or go back to Pennsylvania. And if it wasn't so far away from my parents, I would have stayed in Alaska. But I loved Alaska with all my heart. I did so much fishing in Alaska. I caught 100-pound halibut in Alaska. I caught king salmon in Alaska.
Holy
It's
crap.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
It's mind blowing. It's one of the best states I've ever lived in, aside from the cold weather, because but I loved every single minute of it. I am definitely going back to do all kinds of fishing there to put on my channel. Alaska is one of the best states this country has to offer.
Yeah, I made him a reservation for Red Lobster
Awesome.
so he can get some crab legs. So he's going to eat well when he's up there.
Yeah, oh yeah, he will. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I would love to go to
All right, man. Well, I'm
Alaska.
gonna let y'all go. I'm sure y'all got more guests and more to talk about. But Will, again, congratulations, bro, on your growing, and you earned another follower. And thank you for your service, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Vinny.
All right, Rick.
Bye.
Later.
All right. Let's do another. Let's give away some golden tickets really quickly. All right, guys, you know what to do. Your box comes with an individually numbered golden ticket. So when I call your number, if you've won, take a picture, send it to me. Marketing@monsterbass.com. Help me clean out my garage. I got a lot of gear we got to get rid of. So let's go. First number 10410 09789 09168. And our next caller's from California.
Right on.
Go ahead, T-Rex.
What's happening, guys?
How are you, man?
Hey, what's up?
I'm good. Just getting everything finalized and geared up and get ready to take off Sunday for Arizona. Going to fish the One Bass Open at Lake Havasu. But Will, I gotta know, man, because I'm a follower of yours. I gotta know, you posted the on TikTok, the guy with the two big hooks and the oranges. Did he ever catch anything with that?
Oh man, I tried to follow up on that video and I could not I couldn't find any other video that showed a catch from that. I'm thinking that it was just like a gimmick video to try to get people to get views. And it got me, obviously, because I was very interested. I'm like, what is going on here? Are you serious? This guy's hooking her. Like, what is he catching with that? But I could never find any other videos where they caught anything with that.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I was wondering if you'd found something. Because I was like, what the heck? Those are humongous ass hooks and oranges.
Yeah. Hey, thank you for following me, by the way. I appreciate that.
Oh, no problem, man. I love all the content that you put out. And next time I get down to Florida, I'm going to hit you up. Maybe we'll get together and go fishing, because
let me know.
One of the dream fish I want to catch is a peacock bass.
Ooh,
so one of the only fish I have never caught. So,
wow. Well, let me tell you why. I have to say that living down here in South Florida, I'm very spoiled. I no longer love to catch bass. I mean, yes, I catch bass all the time. You look at my TikTok, it's full of bass, but bass is just like I want to catch peacocks. I want to catch snakeheads. You know what I mean? They are the best. It's like, even the cichlids. I mean, we got so many exotics down here that the bass is just no longer like my favorite. I mean, I still catch them, but it's just the peacocks. They have like the strength of a peacock. They're just insane. It's insanity how strong they are and how much they fight. It's so ridiculous how strong those fish are.
Oh, I know. I've seen so many videos on the peacock bass. That's why I want to get back down there. I was actually out there a couple of years ago at the Hard Rock playing a poker tournament that I had qualified for. So anyway, that's something different. But yeah, I'm going to make it down there probably the next couple of years. So when I do, I'll hit you up. Maybe we'll get together if we can get to. And if not, hey, at least I'll wave at you when I go flying by.
Let me know, man. I'm here, and if we can't get together, reach out to me anyways, because I have I don't know if you're interested, like in fishing in the Everglades. I have a bass guide that'll take you to the Everglades.
Ooh.
You'll catch 50 peacocks out there easy, like in like 4 hours. You'll catch 50, no doubt.
Uh, nice. Oh yeah, I'll definitely next time I come, I'll definitely hit you up.
All right, sounds good.
And hey, Rick,
Yeah.
how was that tri-tip? It looked phenomenal.
Oh, Rafi's?
Yeah,
Yeah, Rafi's tri-tip was really good. It
Great.
was he made 2 different versions and they were both phenomenal. Great Super Bowl party. So whatever tips you
great.
gave
Yeah,
him
'cause-
for his barbecue, A+.
Well, you know, I had to turn the redneck charm on to him and get him cooking like a redneck.
Well, not that he needs it. I mean, Rafi makes good tri-tip anyway, but whatever tips you gave him, solid.
Yeah, he sent me a picture. They look phenomenal. So I'm going to teach him how to do a stuffed meatloaf with Jack Daniels in the next couple of weeks.
Wait, say that again.
A stuffed meatloaf made with Jack Daniels.
That sounds good.
Oh yeah.
I don't get meatloaf.
So anyway,
No. You put it out there now.
Well,
I gotta
don't
say,
let your meatloaf.
I don't understand meatloaf. It's just like it's like a giant burger, but that I eat with a fork and a knife.
well, yeah, but I never really liked traditional meatloaf. I'll eat it if I'm hungry. I'd rather make it into a sandwich. But a friend of mine turned me on to stuffing a meatloaf, and then I've come up with my own recipe with, you know, because a lot of people put ketchup on their stuff. I don't put ketchup on my meatloaf. That's disgusting. I use a different blend. I use Jack Daniels, Serrano chilies, bunch of other stuff in my sauce, and I cook it real slow in a pan. And then right before the meatloaf's done inside the smoker, because I don't cook it in the oven, I put the sauce across the top of it, let it glaze up. So, but yeah, I'm gonna give Rosby the whole recipe next week or two.
All right, you do that. I haven't had meatloaf since I was
So
like
hey,
12 years old. So have Rafi make a meatloaf and I'll try it. Actually, we'll try it
All right.
live here in like 3 weeks. Let's do it.
well, is he gonna be back in time?
He's only going to Alaska for like 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
literally
usually I
going
go
to
somewhere
Alaska
it's a
for like
couple
3 nights. So,
All right.
yeah.
So no fishing then, huh?
Yeah, none. So
Bummer.
anyway,
Yeah, bummer's right.
So the red-eyed shad, they come in the box this month. I have already purchased a couple of those. I was excited to get another one. I already have one tied on for next week at the Arizona Open.
well, of course you do. You want to win.
Well, yeah. So it's if anybody doesn't know what the Arizona Open is, it's One Bass Arizona Open. It's a pro-am. I'm registered as a AAA angler, and I'll spend 3 days with 3 different pros catching fish, and it's a combined weight. And pretty much everything I have tied on, including the Ragnar tied on, comes from Monster Bass.
Appreciate that.
Nice.
So I've got, if you see me in a picture somewhere, I will have nothing but Monster Bass on. So
I appreciate your support.
that's why I ordered new hats, new shirts. So, well, you know, we got a great group of people here, and you know, I'm behind everything you do with the veterans and helping out with kids, and I appreciate the work that Marty the Party's been doing getting things together for the veterans and everybody else that's been helping out. I will be making a donation. I have not donated yet to the Monster Bass Cares. I am going to tell you right now that 10% of whatever I win at this tournament, if I win anything, will be donated.
Stop it.
And first place is going to be about $20,000.
Stop it. For real?
Wow, that's nice.
That's amazing.
For real.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
So if I take first place and get 20,000, you're getting 10%.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
So, all right. Well, I know you got other people that want to call in, and I'm sure we're going to be finding out what Brendan's having for dinner
at some point. So, at some point.
Yeah, at some point.
All right, man. Good luck.
So, all right. Well, all right. Thanks, guys. If I don't make it on next week, because I'm fishing a tournament, so it just depends on what time I weigh in.
We're not going to be on next week because I'm going to be out of town.
Oh, you're going to meet me in Havasu?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Oregon.
I'd much rather be in Havasu.
Wow.
Anyway.
All right, man.
You
good
guys
luck.
Have a good one. Will, thanks again for your service and everything you put out there. I really appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right. All right, so let me ask you a question. So you've got the different platforms. I want to go back to the platforms for a little bit. When you create a video, I'm new. Why can't I go post the same video to all 4 different platforms or to every platform?
Well, you can. You just got to create that video on a third-party platform like CapCut or something like that, InShot, whatever platform is your choice, your editing platform or your editing app of choice. Create that on that app, because that app will create metadata. Like if you edit on TikTok, and let's just say you either download the TikTok and it comes with that watermark, or if you go to snaptik.app and you take the watermark off, regardless how you do it, whether you leave the watermark on or you take off the watermark, the video that you have from TikTok, or you download it or you screen record it, whatever it is, has metadata in it. And when you post that video to a different platform, and a lot of people don't know that, but because I was so like keen on learning everything that I could possibly learn to grow my channel, I started finding out a lot of things that you shouldn't do if you want to grow your channel. And that's one of the things, is to take videos from other platforms and post them onto another platform. Like my videos that I was taking from, this is before I knew that, my videos that I was taking from TikTok and posting them on Instagram were not going viral or not doing anything till I learned, because Instagram will be like, oh, okay, well, this guy's taking his videos from TikTok, or this girl taking his videos from TikTok, and he's leaving the watermark on, or like he's creating this video on a different platform, posting it on our platform. Why would we want to,
promote
expand
that?
his reach, promote that? We don't want to promote that. And then I saw a video from I guess an executive, a former executive of Instagram, who is now also on TikTok, which I should probably follow her because I've seen a lot of her videos now. And she's talking about the same thing. Like, okay, I used to work for Instagram, and don't do this, this, and this, because it will lower your views, especially if you take a video from TikTok and you post it right on Instagram. You're going to get some views, but not a lot of views. If that makes sense for you guys out there.
So you got to create the original content on a third-party platform and then post it on all the others. But if you're short on time and you can't,
So like I said earlier, sometimes you can't help it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll do a duet on TikTok, and obviously that duet is created on TikTok. I can't create that duet or that stitch on a different platform. So I have to take that. The minimum that I do when I have to do stuff like that is I download the TikTok, I take the watermark off, and then I post it, and it has a bigger reach than if you were to leave the watermark on there.
Interesting. All right, good to know.
Right?
Good to know. Yeah. Who would have known?
Well, every video has metadata, and I would have never known that if I didn't sit down and try to learn about it.
And when you say every video has metadata, is is that metadata that I'm putting in, or you're saying the actual recording itself?
Yeah, when you're editing it, the app itself embeds like metadata into the video, and algorithms can read that, if that makes sense. You don't have to do anything. It just automatically creates the metadata into the video. Does that make sense?
Sure. So then why wouldn't I just take videos that have already gone viral, copy those, and repost them?
I do that, and they go viral again.
Yeah. Smart.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I have videos that have done one. In fact, I did a repost on one, and I think it did like a million more than the original.
Oh my God, really? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. I try to avoid at all costs posting videos from TikTok onto Instagram. I try to do it as much as I can from a different platform, like a third-party platform.
So why not download it from, why not download it from Instagram onto my phone, make a change, and then upload it to TikTok?
You could do that, but I'm not so sure if that metadata will remain in that video. You could try it. You could try. I just thought, I'm not that much into the tech or behind the scenes
Yeah.
I'm doing all fishing here, but you could do that. You could definitely try it out, see what happens. You never know. Download it from Instagram, put it on a third-party platform, do some changes on there, resave it to your phone, and post it onto a different platform and see what happens.
It's interesting. Every guest that comes on the show talks about the algorithm. The algorithm's changing. The algorithm's changing, and this is what's going to happen. How do you know?
First of all, I don't ever know what's going on with the algorithm.
Yeah.
I just think that the algorithm on TikTok is awesome. That's all I know.
Sure.
Sometimes the algorithm, I don't even try to figure out the algorithm. I just do what I do. I post my videos, I edit my videos, and I just go about my normal life. The algorithm is going to do whatever the algorithm wants to do, or whatever they want to do with it.
Right on. 1 second. My son's here, and he's getting ready to leave. I just got to give him a hug.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. All right. Love you. All right. Whoa. Sorry about that. My son's here. I want to give him a hug.
I know you're good.
So, and you have kids too, right?
Yeah, I got
one.
I got two. I have a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old daughter.
That's a fun age.
Yeah, super fun, and they keep me super busy.
For
super
sure.
busy.
For sure. So let's we've got another guy on the line. All right, let's take a call. Go ahead, caller.
Hey, what's up, Rick? It's Ralph, Army Outdoors.
Army Outdoors. What's up, Ralph?
What's happening?
How are you?
Good, man.
Doing good.
No, this has been a great live, man. Your knowledge on this stuff is amazing.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Well, like I was
technical stuff.
Well, like I was telling Rick, when I created this page, I sat down and I want to be one of the best. I want to be the best, and I just that's just my mentality, man. That's the way I see things, and I want to learn as much as I can. I know that I can never learn enough. I'm always going to be learning from everything. I watch TikToks and I learn every day. I watch other people fishing. I learn from everybody, and so that's when you want to be the best, you got to constantly keep learning.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's making me like one is I was always been saying it for a while. I talked to Gramps and Alex Rudd and bunch of those guys, Burley Boys, just like wanting to maybe start some kind of basic YouTube channel myself, because I'm in the Army now too. I'm still active duty, and now it's official where I can say it out loud. I'll be Rick's neighbor here soon in Southern California in September, as I take over as a first sergeant out in Fort Irwin.
Right on.
So, yeah.
Right
I was up in Alaska too. I was in Wainwright in 125 when they were still 125. I was up there from 2018 to 2020.
Oh, right on. Yeah. So I was in Alaska from 2003. No, I'm sorry, from 2000 and yeah, from end of '03, beginning of '04, till I got out in '07, and then in between I went to Iraq for 18 months. So I was over there, and 5 different cities in Iraq, and I think Baghdad was the last one that we were in. We were there for 8 months. I mean, I was in the infantry, so I saw a lot of hairy shit. I did a lot of crazy shit. I'm fucking glad I'm alive. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss on but when I talk about the army, I go back to my days. You know what I'm saying? So,
Okay.
but I'm glad I'm in one piece. Yeah, I'm glad I'm in one piece, man, because I mean, when I went to war, we went in '05. We went into Mosul, and then from Mosul, we were an expeditionary unit, and we were just going everywhere. Wherever the fight was, that's where we went, and we were in some heavy fighting. My first combat patrol, we were in an 8-hour firefight, and that was crazy, man. That was my first combat patrol ever seen in combat. We got into an 8-hour gun battle with insurgents.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm a transportation coordinator, so I just moved you and all your stuff over there, and then y'all went and did what you did. But yeah, we had our fair share there too. I almost fell out of a helicopter in Iraq on my first deployment. So fun times.
Well, I almost got shot down out of a helicopter. Almost got shot down out of a helicopter in Mosul. Yeah, I mean,
that's why I almost fell out of it, because we were getting shot at.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I have some crazy stories.
Oh
Say
yeah.
again?
It was a bad delay. I'm sorry. No.
Oh, okay. Well, if you have any questions, let me know.
No, definitely. Yeah, I went and followed all your stuff on socials and stuff. I was hoping I'd get Florida. I was trying to get McDill Air Force Base down there in Tampa, but the Army gods didn't surround on me. So now I'll just be Rick's neighbor, and we'll come over and borrow a cup of sugar every now and then or something.
Hey, Will, we got a question in the chat. Want to come out to our youth angler camp and shoot a video with some of the kids? We're based out of Palm Beach County. We run a really unique program in the summer.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool and interesting right there. Why don't you shoot me a DM on my not my TikTok, because I get some like 50,000 notifications on my TikTok. Is that insane? So send me a DM on my Instagram, and then I'll take a look at it and we'll link up from there.
Yeah, they run a really great program, and they're a really good group of guys. So I would say, like, I can already vouch for the quality of the program that they're running. So it's definitely a good group.
Oh, for sure. That would be.
I do got a fishing question about Florida.
What was that, Ralph?
I was going to say it was a bad delay. I was going to say I do have a question about Florida fishing now.
Go for it.
I was always wondering with the canals down there. I always found that so cool, like the narrowness and this type of fishing that involves, especially like when you watch the classics and the MLF guys, like in those canals and docks and just shallow type deep water. Is it harder fishing that, or is it easier?
No, it just depends. Every canal is different. Some canals, man, I fished some canals for like hours and didn't catch a fish. You know what I mean? Every canal is different, but I have to tell you, it's one of the coolest things about Florida is that you could like fish anywhere. You just pull your car over. There's a canal. You're like, sweet, you're catching a fish right away. And then on top of that, it's not just a regular fish. It's a snakehead or a cichlid or a peacock or a clown-eyed fish. It's just like the best. It's like absolutely the best. Canal fishing is awesome. Pond fishing is awesome. The Everglades is awesome. The inlet, the area, well, inshore here, the area that I live in is not so good because it's so populated. It is so populated where I live. But so that's why I don't do a lot of saltwater. But I will eventually get my channel more saltwater fishing in there. But the canals are awesome, man. Awesome.
It just looks like it. Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Yeah,
we're doing a big kids fishing derby up here too. On I think I mentioned to you before, Rick. On June 3rd, we set a date a couple weeks ago now. Finally, so June 3rd is free fishing day in Kentucky. So we're doing a kids fishing derby, and there's I think we're already up to like maybe 200 or 300 kids coming out.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I have so many poles. I have so many poles I have to rig. Like we have all the loaner poles that people have donated, and Academy donated a bunch of Zepcos and stuff like that. And they're all in a shed out back of the VFW. So I got to go pick them up here and probably within the next month or so. And hooks, worms, and bobbers on all of them. But last year, it was the first one we did last year coming out of COVID. And it was just, I made the state comes and stocks the lake with like 300 fish, or 2,500 or 3,000 fish, trout and bass in a lake that's on the, well, technically it's on the base, but it's outside the gate. But yeah, the kids just loved it. Like I was telling someone a story the other day. It was funny. This little 6-year-old girl just kept bringing fish, and she'd bring them to the scale, and they were so small they wouldn't even weigh on the scale. But then a 16-year-old boy came up, and he had probably about a 1-pound bass. And his dad was like, "Pick up the fish, son, and give it to the guy so he can weigh it." He was like, "I'm not touching it. You." And I'm like, this 6-year-old girl is over here kissing fish, and you're 16 and won't even touch it.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff.
But yeah, it's going to be a good one. Our VFW does a lot here in the community, and these kids are going to love it. So just trying to get the guy, I linked Rafi up with the guy I talked about last week too from the Army Outdoors team. So I think they're trying to set something up with that. But they're going to come out and bring their boat. I'm taking my boat out. Yeah, it should be a good time for all the kids. I'm pretty excited.
Nice. Well, I hope that's a great time. You'll have to, share some pictures with us so we can check it out.
Oh yeah, definitely, absolutely. Yeah, we're gonna make a flyer here and stuff, and some Facebook posts, and I can send it over to you. And if you find something in the garage on the floor you want to donate, you just throw it in the box. I think I got to find out what all is being donated, because Academy last year gave empty little Plano tackle boxes and the little Zepco packs, so like Power Ranger rods and Barbie rods and stuff like that. For like the younger kids especially, but for like the older kids, I may even take up some of my older tackle and box it up and give it to some of the older kids that are like really into it. Because I think that's one of the great things, like you hit on it earlier, man. COVID, it risks making people mad when you say this, but some of the quote unquote good things out of COVID, I think, is it drove a lot of people to the outdoors. It set a lot of people on a different path for greater things when you look at it holistically.
Absolutely.
The death and tragedy aside. But it sent all these people on these new paths and experiences, and I got hit up today. "Hey man, I used to go fishing with my granddad. I think I want to get back into it. I always see you with your boat." It's like, yeah, where you go? He's like, "Yeah, man, I'll hit you up this weekend or next weekend." So that's the good thing about it, I think.
Right on.
All right, I'll let y'all get to the next callers. I want to kind of see what Brendan's having for dinner tonight.
All right. Everyone wants to know what Brendan's having for dinner. See you later, Ralph.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
All right. Okay. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
I watched a video on your channel, and I'm not your target customer. Like I don't go on TikTok to watch fishing videos. I don't go on Instagram to watch fishing videos. I like to keep up to date. Like I have to focus on my brand, right? I got to focus on like making sure I see content that either someone's creating that has my brand in it or content that we're creating. But I saw this one video where you laid out, I don't know, you must have had like 30 rods, 30 reels. I think you got a new reel or something. I'm like, oh no, you went back to the store and you found like, I don't know if it was blue or green or something. You walked around the corner and there it was sitting there and you picked it up and you added it to your arsenal. Okay.
Yes.
Between you and me, you don't need that many rods and reels. You're only doing that for the show for urban Florida fishing. Am I right?
Well, to tell you the truth, I would never collect that many fishing rods if I didn't have my channel. The only reason I have that many fishing rods is because I have my channel.
Got to make great content.
Right. Honestly, I normally would run probably like 3 to 5 rods. That was me. That's what I used to have. I never used to go above and beyond. And you got to remember also that a lot of sponsorships came and went. So a lot of people sent me stuff. I didn't buy them necessarily, all of them. I mean, I bought a large majority of them, but a lot of the stuff came from sponsorships and partnerships also.
Sure. Yeah. So where do you keep them all?
In my garage. I mean, I definitely need to like put them in the ceiling or somewhere because they're kind of in the way now. My wife was kind of like annoyed, like, dude, you got to do something with these fishing rods, bro. Like, what is going on?
Yeah, we
But
got the peg leg fisherman says he's got over 50 rods. Well,
oh
peg
my
leg
god,
fisherman, I want to know how many of those are lunker sticks. Answer 0. Go get some. So
you should send me a lunker steak.
I'll send you a
I'll
lunker
get a
stick.
reel. I'll get a reel for it.
I'll send you a lunker stick. Talk to Rafi.
Hey,
Rafi will send you one.
all right, sounds
Um,
good. I'll add it to my arsenal.
yeah. We we you know, when if someone's watching the show and they haven't tuned into your, you know, they haven't watched all your content. What kind of content, like if someone says, "Hey, this is what Will's known for." How do you describe your channel?
I describe my channel is basically fishing to the point. I don't mess around with showing you nonsense. I get to the point. So if you watch any of my fishing edits, I show you the bait that I'm using. I show you how I hook it. I show you right before I cast it out. I cast it out, I hook the fish, I reel it in, I show you the fish, and I put the fish back in the water. That's what I mean. I'm straight to the point. No BS, no side talk, no, my edits are so to the point that that I'm known for the edits. I'm known for the fishing edits.
I love it. So you're not going to waste my time. You're not there to like feed the algorithm 8 minutes because somebody told you 8 minutes is the magical number. You're there to create the content, get to the point. Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am.
Exactly. And I let the edit dictate the length of my video, if that makes sense. So some people have it in their head like, okay, so TikTok short videos, you got to create a 7-second video right on the dot. And that's not the way I do it. The way I do it is I create my edits and I let my edit dictate the length of my video. So, for example, like when I'm catching a fish, I don't try to tell that story of me catching that fish in 7 seconds. The edit has to dictate because a lot of times, if you tell that story of you catching that fish in 7 seconds, you cut out so much of the information that that's going to allow that follower to really engage with you. You see what I'm saying? Like I see a lot of TikToks on TikTok and Instagram, both of them, where like the video either just goes for a long time, and I'll just get tired of watching the video because it's like a long video of you catching a fish, and sometimes they don't even show the fish, and sometimes the video is so short that I like, okay, you casted it, now you got a fish, like, you know what I mean? Like, where's the story in between? That's another thing that I focus on, is telling my full story of what I'm doing in my video in the shortest amount of time. And I try to my videos, I don't let them exceed more than 30 seconds in length, most of them. Now some of them I do post long videos, like 45 seconds or a minute. I think my longest video I've posted is like a minute and 15 seconds, but that's the absolute longest video I posted. And actually that video, I was kind of surprised that video did well, because I wasn't thinking that a minute and 15 seconds was going to do good. I posted it because I'm like, okay, I just want to post like true, authentic, very minimal editing, and just get it out there and see what happens. And it did really good. I think it's like 70,000 views.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, I try to. My goal that I have in my head is, like, every time I post a video, I want to break 10,000 views right away. Like, that is my goal in my head. I got to break 10,000 views. Once I break 10,000 views, and then I feel easy. Like every video that I post must break 10,000 views. That is my absolute goal.
And so, how do you know, like how many views do you need in a day, 6 hours before you're gonna know that this one's gonna hit?
I would say after 3 hours, I know whether it's going to be viral or not viral.
And how many views are you looking for after 3 hours?
After 3 hours, I'm looking for 30,000 or more views.
Okay, but you have how many followers?
I have 460.
Okay, 460. So for someone, I got to do the math. So 460. So if I had 100,000, you'd be looking for 7,500 views after how many hours did you say?
3 hours.
So 3 hours, 7,500 views. Okay.
We're talking about TikTok here alone.
Yeah.
Instagram is completely different ballgame.
Yeah. And what about YouTube Shorts? Do you play there?
I play there. I post and then the weirdest thing about YouTube Shorts is I still don't understand because videos that go viral for me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook do not go viral on YouTube. I don't understand why. The most amount of views I've ever got on YouTube, I think it was 150,000 views, and for videos that have done millions of views on other platforms. So I just don't understand.
It's
But
crazy.
I still post. I still work on it.
Yeah.
I still work on it. So.
Yeah, I get it. Well, good stuff. Let's take another call. How are we doing on time? Oh my God, it's already 5:00. How do we do that?
It's 8:00 for me here.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you back quickly. Let's just take this. If I do you mind repeating it? For some reason, it doesn't let me see it. Scrolled up and could not see a few chats. Did I miss BC's commercial? Faith First Fishing. I don't know what you're asking me. Did I miss BC's commercial? Scrolled up and could only see a few chats and noticed some of y'all at me. Hate to bother you. I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I have no idea. You'll have to text me. I'm going to take the next call. And, oh, it's BC. Should we leave him on hold? I mean, he's calling in from Washington, D.C. He's so pissed at me right now. He lives in North Carolina. Anyways. All right, BC, what do you got for me?
Hey, what's up, Rick? What's up, Monster Bass family? How y'all doing tonight?
Good, man.
What's
How
up,
are you?
man? What's happening?
Will, how you doing, man? I'm new to your channel and everything, so I done subscribed to all your stuff. I've done checked out some of your videos. I'm digging it. I like it. I'm gonna stick around, check out what else you got.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Just a quick question for you. So I hear about your goals for your views and all that. I hear about your goals about being right to the truth and right to the point about the fishing and stuff. But what other goals do you have trying to reach people through these platforms? Like, is it just that, or are you trying to like connect with people on a personal level, or?
Oh yeah. I like.
Is it just all about you?
Yeah, my channel's all about fishing. Like I was telling Rick, it's no BS, straight to the point. I literally spent so much time on TikTok, and I think that that's the reason why my TikTok has grown so much. Because I'm not like some of these other creators out there where they don't reply to their people. And you gotta create. The more engagement you create on your page, people are gonna come back and people are gonna follow. People are gonna like. People are like, oh my God, this guy, he really replied to me. Yeah, I did reply to you because I'm a real human being on this other side. I don't see myself as like a celebrity or I'm too good for you. I'm just a regular fisherman trying to connect with other fishermen, just trying to make a living for my family. You know what I'm saying? So I try to reply to everybody that I can.
That's how I've always been with my TikTok and stuff, because I blew up like within 2 months. I went to 8,000 followers, and it was crazy. And I tried to reply to everyone. It's hard, but you need to keep that personal basis with your with your fan base and everything. That's cool, man. I'm glad to hear that. But I'm just calling for my weekly call in, giving little flowers to our guest here and to you, Rick, because I did notice that after I posted a video on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram and on my Facebook about the Venmo, that I had a Monster Bass order email come right in after that. So I'm not sure what that was all about, but I'd like to talk to you about that on a DM.
Definitely DM me. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
So yeah, like definitely, yeah, let me know.
Like I said last week in the chat, I said I was headed home to push the video and stuff, and I pushed the video, and then next thing I know, I have an order coming for a 3-month subscription of Monster Bass, and I'm like, and it says $0, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, Rick, what are you doing?
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like, we need to talk, but it's cool.
All right, we can talk about it.
Anyways, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, it's all good. I'm gonna keep pushing y'all. I love y'all. You already know. I'm with the Monster Bass family now, so
Appreciate you,
keep
man.
pushing it. But y'all check out my YouTube channel, Bassin with BC. That's capital BASSIN, capital WIT, capital BC. Check me out. Love y'all. Have a great week.
All right.
Can't wait to see and hear from y'all next week.
All right, man.
All right, say it.
Bye.
Later.
Wow.
That's fun.
No, I didn't get that. Okay. I think next week when you call in, we need to talk about coming up with something that just rolls off the tongue so that I can remember it, because I've already forgotten it, and that's the problem. You need to be able to say blind eye fishing. There you go. Easy.
I have to agree with you, Rick. That name that he gave was just so long.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be a short name that everybody can remember.
Totally. I think you'd get more people because you could just in passing, you can be like, just go check me out, blind eye fishing. And you'd be like, oh yeah, sure. I can remember that. No problem. We're not making fun of you. We're giving you good advice. Yeah. Not that you asked for it. So I probably shouldn't have offered any reflection at all. Anyway, before we take this next call, the Burley Hype Man wants a trade-in program for lunker sticks. You trade in a rod for a discount on a lunker stick, and then Monster Bass takes those rods and donates them to Cast for Kids or autism anglers. I love that idea. Or we could do it. We could use it for the for one of the programs for veterans, where we could give them free rods. Oh my God, this is all coming together. DeBurley, first of all, I love your idea. Secondly, are you going to change your name now that Burley got rid of Burley Fishing and it's now Aggressively Average Anglers? I'm just curious about that. Anyway, love the idea. We need to you need to get together with Marty the Party, Marty Lawson, and Rafi, and we should make that happen. I definitely think we could do a trade-in program. The question is, like, I got to figure out how much is the right amount, because, right, like, I can offer a discount, but I also, have to try and make money, right? Because, we go away next week if we're not making money, and we don't make a lot of money. So we can't give away a lot more if we're not making more. So we'll have to try, but I like it. Email me. Oh, let's see. What's your PB?
Well, I just actually recently just broke my PB. Previous to my new record was 5 pounds, and then I just caught a bass 6 pounds 3 ounces.
And of course, you've got that on video.
Of course, it's posted.
God, I wish I'd known that. We should have gone through that.
Yeah,
damn it!
I caught her about 2-3 weeks ago or so. Yeah, and the funny thing is that you say about this other guy that lives down here in Florida. You were talking about in the beginning of the podcast that catches 5 pounds.
Robbie AM, yeah.
Well, I really want to know where he's fishing, because where I'm at, there's so many people that fish here that it's so hard to catch big fish because people just fish everywhere. I mean, it's Florida. What do you expect? I mean, I want to know where he's at.
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. He's in Jacksonville. That's where he's at.
Okay. Yeah, a lot less fishing up there than down here.
Dude, that guy's catching, like, every day he's throwing back 5-pounders. Like, it's like nothing for that guy.
Damn, my God.
It's unbelievable. Just have the cap, the discount where you are, still the minimum goal is you already need to get the margin. I like that. Okay. If you had a bucket, we all have bucket lists, but if you could fish with anyone on the planet, who would it be?
with anyone on the planet. I don't know. Jeremy Wade seems pretty cool. I'll probably fish with Jeremy Wade.
Okay.
Yeah, he seems like he's always catching, going into different places. I mean, that's my dream. I want to go to different places and catch all kinds of fish, man. I love to fish with that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he seems okay in all the videos that I've seen of him. I don't know what he is, personally, but
Mm. Yeah. I'd catch some river monsters.
heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck,
I mean, you watch that show and you're like, all right, how much of this, the production value and the way that they tell the story totally hooks you in.
well, you
And
see that's editing. That's the
yeah.
editing itself right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Editing. It's got to be hard to edit like really well when you're talking about 30 seconds.
Yes. I produced a video that literally took me 5 hours to do, from fishing to edit. 5 hours.
5 hours.
Yeah, and I did 1.8 million so far. 1.9 million, I think it did.
Hmm. Hmm.
It's my edits on average take me anywhere from 1 hour to 2 hours.
Wait a minute. 1 to 2 hours of editing
Yes.
for a 30-second clip.
Yes.
And you have a day job.
Yes.
And you're
That's why
posting TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Do you do Facebook?
Yes.
Is that 4 different versions?
No, I post the same version on all platforms because I created it on a third-party platform. But I'm talking about the version, the original version itself that I create. It takes me 1 to 2 hours to just edit. That's not even to counting the posting on the platform itself.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's an additional time that eats up just trying to figure out the music and then what you're going to say, and if you're going to add any After Effects or whatever it is that you're trying to add to the video on whatever platform because sometimes I add After Effects on the actual platform itself, like TikTok, rather than adding the effects on the third-party platform before I post them. So it's kind of a little bit different for each platform. And now Instagram and Facebook are kind of the same because I post through Facebook, through my Instagram. And that's what I do.
Wow. That's a commitment. So throw into that, you got a business to run, a family to feed, a family to spend time with.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a busy dude.
Oh man, I wake up at 5 a.m. and I drive an hour to work, and then I'm editing before I go into work, and then I'll edit on my lunch break, and then I come home. My family's not here. I edit or I go fishing. Then my family comes home. I play with my kids, and then if my kids are not needing my attention, I edit. I edit again, and then I give some time to my wife whenever we can find time for each other, and then I go to bed and I do it all over again. I edit before I go to sleep.
I'm exhausted.
I got a full day. I got a busy day.
Is this growing up? Where did you grow up?
So I was born in Panama. I wasn't born in the United States. I was born to I was actually, I was poor. I was born into a poor family. I didn't have much of anything. I remember my mom gave me I was like 5 years old, walking myself to school with 35 cents for lunch was what my mom could give me at the time. And I remember like going to school and my lunch would be like a bag of chips and a soda was all I could afford. And I guess back then that was okay. You know what I mean? I mean, that's all we had. So I grew up really poor. My family never had anything. My mom and my stepfather when he was in the Air Force in Panama, stationed there, and then they got married, and we moved here. He wasn't a rich man either, so like we never really had anything, and my background, I kind of had an abusive father, so I didn't have a really good childhood either. Just kind of like just moving to this country gave me a huge opportunity that most people dream of, and I don't want to let the opportunity slip. Like 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying, and that's me.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing that I mean, good for you to recognize that and to actually follow through with it, because a lot of people can just sit back and be like, woe is me. But to take the upbringing that you had and to know that that's not what you want, And then combine that with, the opportunities that have come your way and, seize the day, right? So,
That's it. That's it. Every day that I wake up, I do something to better my life. Every single day. I don't ever want to get up out of bed and
oh no. He never wants to get up and get out of bed and then oh no. American Dream, American Dream. Well, listen, while he's coming back, let's do some golden ticket. Oh, he's back. Hold on.
Oh, so I got caught off because we just got an emergency alert. A child got kidnapped, so that's why I'm over the phone. Yeah, and so anyway, so I forget where I was with the whole thing.
Yeah, you were just talking about every day you wake up and you do something good to better your life.
That's it. Every single day, and whether it's editing or whether it's play with my kids or tell them I love them, I wake up out of that bed and I thank God every day for my life because there was times that I didn't think I was gonna make it, especially because when I went to war, I mean, I almost died a few times, so.
I don't think your hey Will, I don't think your headphones are connected. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you. There we go. Oh,
okay.
He's back.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. So yeah, every day, man. Every day is a blessed day to be here because I almost died a few times when I was at war, and I don't want to I want to live my life to the fullest. And I think a lot of people take that for granted, especially if you're born in the United States. A lot of people take that for granted here.
100%.
You're born with this opportunity that most people dream of, and you're just wasting it away. And I don't want to be that person. I wasn't born here. I was gifted a massive opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm gonna make it worth it.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll probably get a lot of flack for saying this, and I don't really care. But like, being born, like I'm a white male born in the United States, right? Like, it doesn't get any easier than that, right? Like, for the most part, and you could like, I didn't grow up in a third world country. I didn't grow up a race or something that's been, just, it's been persecuted for generations. Like, the chips weren't stacked against me, and there are chips that are, and there are a lot of people that just take that for granted. And it's, I have a friend who grew up in a single family home, no money, and had to literally work his way through college. Like, every penny he had to earn, and because he also didn't have help with, like, nobody helped him with financial aid. Nobody helped him, like, with all this stuff. He had to work his way through, and that guy worked his ass off for, like, I don't know, 15, 20 hours a day. And that guy now has, you should see the size of this guy's house. I've never seen work ethic like that, because he came from nothing. And he was like, I will never have that happen to me. And I will never take for granted, like, the opportunities that come my way. And I think for a lot of people, it's like, yeah, I'm alive. And that's what they're happy for. And they're not trying to better themselves or their lives. And so I applaud you, man. That's a good lesson for all of us, because we can get complacent at times. There's times where I wake up and I'm like, I may use the day for everything that I should, and some days I slack off. But, like, it's a good reminder that, like, tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. I also didn't know how to speak English either, so I had to learn that.
Man,
not a word of English, and hey, now here I am. So, life is good. Life is what you make it, and I'm a true believer in the law of attraction. I feel like your energy attracts, good energy attracts good things. Bad energy, you're gonna bring
100%.
bad things into your life. I visualize everything that I want to do. I visualize at night. I visualize in the morning. I visualize everything of my life. I try to stay, obviously negative things happen in your life, but you got to just move on from it. You can't hold on to it, because that creates an energetic block, in my opinion, because you're hanging on to this anger or whatever it is with this negativity, and
Mhm.
that creates blocks from making you prosper.
I like this guy.
Hey, listen,
He should. Go ahead.
Rick, I love to keep going on the podcast, man,
Yep.
but I really have to go. I mean,
Yep.
I've been on here an hour and a half.
Yep.
I would love to have you. I would love to come back if you want to have me back.
Sure. Listen, we appreciate you taking the time away from your family to be on the show. Thank you so much. Continued success, and thank you so much for taking time out to be on the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for making me a part of Monster Bass. I'm so excited for this. This is going to be an amazing ride.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, Rick. See ya.
All right. Bye bye. That was Will from Urban Florida Fishing. So hey, let's. Brendan hung up. He's getting a little upset with me that we made him wait for so long. I was going to get to it, but now I'm going to call this person. Hopefully, you want to talk to me. Go ahead, caller.
What's up, Rick? How's it going, Monster Bass?
Hey, how's it going, man? Do me a favor. Turn down the volume on your thing.
Okay, no problem. I'm watching you guys live right now,
Yeah.
so I'm kind of using two phones.
Yeah, but I can hear.
So I personally.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I personally fish with Will, and like he's putting in 8 hours a day. Like he's not doing it for himself. Like he's doing it for everybody else. And part of the things that he does is catch fish all the time. So I'm here like to relay myself.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, he's playing long days and
sure.
he's constantly fishing, and I fish with him personally, and like I don't know.
Well, I mean, listen,
He's a real genuine person.
Yeah, you can tell. You can tell he's honest and sincere and open, and I think that he's a stand-up guy. I mean, he's got good fabric. That's it.
Absolutely. Like we were fishing earlier today, and he was talking about Monster Bass and how well you guys are taking care of him, and I was happy for him myself because like a lot of people let him go, and he's just consistent, and like he was again like attraction, and you guys came across his path, and like I'm glad that you guys are doing what you are doing with him.
Thank you. I appreciate you calling in to share that with me. So
yeah, appreciate it. All right, man. Thank you, guys.
All right, appreciate you calling in. Thanks a lot, man.
Later.
Bye. All right. Oh, look at that. Brendan called back in. Well, we got 2 calls, so we got someone first. Hello, sir.
Hello there, Rick Patry. Hello, buddy. What's happening, Monster Bass family? Rick, Will was pretty good, man. Thank the guy for protecting us when he had his chance, man. There's guys who got to guard the gate at all times to keep our freedom here in the USA. Absolutely, and I know that his TikTok brings smiles to everyone's face, man. I'm telling you, when I looked at some of those things, you cannot be happier than seeing a guy with a cool fishing rod in his hand, making cool videos with all kind of cool fishing gear, Rick. I'm telling you, man, that's the fun stuff about fishing is that you get to try new stuff out.
Yeah, for sure. Love it. I
got to tell you, my man, we lost someone this week that was very special to all the guys who are a little bit older. If anybody remember 1 million years BC, Rocky O. Welch, oh my God, when you got your first boner, just think about it. It had to be her. That's my fun thing to tell you. Did I get you, my man? I know. That's what I'm saying, man. I had to get you.
Good work.
There's nothing like watching that as a kid saying, oh, my God. Naked girl running out half naked around dinosaurs and getting chased by prehistoric animals. That was one of the best movies any kid could watch as a young man.
That's amazing. That's amazing. So how are you, man?
Yeah, no, Rick. I'm okay, my man. You know, we've got good weather and stuff, and things are warming up. I'm going to be doing some fishing next week, and I got videos I recorded, man. We'll try to put some of this stuff up over the next few weeks in the springtime happens, man. The fishing is going to be good, and I'm hearing that the fishing is going to be good here in Southern California. The fishing is good right now in Arizona, too. So there's some good fishing that's happening, and it's a good time, man. The juicy monster bass boxes that are coming out, Lunker Hunt was in January. We had Strike King this month with the juicy baits, and now we got Z-Man next week. It's almost like the hottest times of the year starts with the monster bass, getting out the good boxes for people to try some of the best baits in the world.
Yeah. Agreed. And check this out.
And that's what we're.
Can you see this?
Go ahead. You putting something up? It's got a little delay. Let me see. You putting something up?
See it?
Oh, that's the micro rods are coming, huh? Oh my goodness, man! I'm telling you, they're looking cute.
Now I know it's not 8 foot, but it's a start. The next one I make will be 8 foot.
Don't worry, me and Brendan, we're gonna wait our turn. Don't worry about it, man. We'll get to the big ones eventually. You know, everything takes time. You know, we didn't expect to build Rome in a day, so for damn sure, man. When those micro rods, you know, come out, you know, people are going to be turned on to them. I'm going to tell you, dude, I've got little baits, and there's nothing better than throwing something small in one of the little ponds around, you know, Southern California, seeing what's in the water. That's what I think the Burley Boys, they basically got together and go, man, micro baits. I think you gave them a turn on when you said you was going to make those rods for them because they love throwing little tiny baits that they got.
They love those things. So, listen, if they love them, I'm here to help them. There you go.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Rick. Now, I heard you were going to make an announcement, man. You know, you want to make the announcement in your way, but if you want to really make the announcement, you tell Jared to send me over the itinerary. I'll make that announcement for you. So if you got an agreement coming on the next week or so,
okay,
give me the heads up.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we let you break the news? How's that?
Yeah, I'll be ready. Just keep me, you know, they got me, you know, he got my email and everything. Just tell me exactly what you want to present, and we'll present it in the right way, at the right time, and get that thing cranked up. Because I'm telling you, if we do it at the right time in spring, when, you know, all these bass tours just started this week, so Bass Masters this week, and I did good with my picks there, and I did my picks on the BTL group too. So those guys are both fishing. And they started their tournament season this week, so it should be real interesting to do something like that. And I think everybody's going to get a kick out of it.
Love it. Love it. I'm just sending myself a note because I want to make sure. Where is it?
So, guys, if you got that Strike King box already, the box, you know, Rick's shipping service, I got to compliment you, Rick. You know, the shipping service for Monster Bass with the DHL and the post office, man, it's coming faster, man. If people haven't noticed, the Monster Bass stuff is getting out quicker, and they got a better tracking. It seems to be working. Thank you, Rick.
Thank you. Oh, man. I got to tell you.
Go ahead.
I'm glad you're on my side. Because I would hate to...
Absolutely, man. I told you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm on your team, buddy.
Love it. Love it.
I'm on your team. Absolutely. I'm telling you now, man, as we start to do this thing, getting out and getting some fishing spots this spring will be an idea. Tell Ralphie, let's pick a day and go up and picnic on one of the lakes, man, and go out on one of the boats that they rent. It'll be make it a fun day out of it, and find that time, man. And I'll make the time. When you guys say when, I'll make that time.
You got to work that out with Rafi. Rafi's the keeper of the calendar.
I know, that's what I'm saying. We got to touch base with him. Now, Ralphie's going to Alaska. You tell Ralphie to make me take some pictures, and don't get eaten by a Kodiak freaking bear. We don't want to go up in here. Ralphie got bit by a bear, and he basically wasn't careful, knowing he was in a place where things can eat him. That's the thing about Alaska. You go to Alaska, things could actually eat you there, and hopefully he understands that.
I'll make sure we tell him. Thanks a lot, man.
All right, my brother. Love you now.
All
Take care. Talk to you
Thank
next
you.
week. Have a
All
good
right.
one. Later.
Bye-bye. I gotta tell you, every time he calls, I just feel good. All right, we're gonna do a couple golden tickets, then we're gonna take what's his name, Brendan, 14020-11031, and the final golden ticket of the night is 08547. The aggressively average ultralight. I like that. Oh, before we let Brendan on the show, I just want to give a big shout out and a huge congratulations to Westfall Outdoors. You know you've made it when people start making fake accounts of your Instagram page. So you made it, bro. You made it.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Westfall Outdoors has been duplicated. You must be important. What's going on, Brendan?
Nothing much. I'm probably just breathing in too many fumes right now. So things might get a little crazy.
Are you jacked up on
I'm
paint
painting right
fumes?
now,
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
I'm
So what's going on, guys? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm better than I was a little earlier. But
Yeah. So
yeah. It was a rough
right.
start, I'll be
Well,
honest
nice.
with you. I don't know that my brain knew how to was working. It is weird.
What was going on with it?
I don't know. I was like in a fog for the first 3 minutes of the show. I was like, I was talking and I was like, where did I go? And I was like, am I getting Alzheimer's? Like, I felt like for the first 3 minutes of the show, I was like, what is going on? I don't know. Like my brain isn't functioning. I don't know how to complete sentences. I'm in a start, stop. And then it was like, all of a sudden it was like, okay, the light switch went on and I was like, normal. I was like, what's going on? This is weird. Anyways.
You need to bring Max back on there as your co-host. He was able to at least keep you kind of on track, I guess.
Well, Max is taking a break. He's at military school, and we would love to get him back one day just to maybe we'll bring him back for one episode. That would be really fun to see if we could get him to come back. That would be good. I was thinking about making.
See what he's been.
Yeah, I was thinking about having Rafi though be my co-host and be on every week. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Rafi's a pretty good co-host.
He is. Hold on a second. The Burly Hype Man called it the Bronco Blade. What are we calling the Bronco Blade? Did you just name my blade bait? Should I let that be called? Should that be the new name for the blade bait, the Bronco Blade?
You know what you could do, Rick, is Berkeley didn't patent the head connection that they have on their chatterbait, so you might as well make your own while they don't have the patent activated and call it the Bronco Blade.
Wait a minute, stop, hammer time. What do you mean they didn't patent it?
Berkeley, their new Slobberknocker jig,
yeah,
the bladed jig that they came out with, they didn't patent their head design.
How do you know this?
Because there's no patent. It would be, publicly, you'd be able to see it.
Yeah, but they could put patent pending on it.
True.
And then I'd have to
master patent. But,
yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to.
I don't know that I want to get into that type of legal battle. I'd rather get into a legal battle with Pepsi over my Mountain Dew shirt. Or what they think is Mountain Dew. Oh, the Beetle spin. I see. Never mind. Burly Hype Man's messing with me. Oh, and Theron. And then there's Theron Lewis. I haven't talked to him in a long time. I haven't done a lot of late night Instagrams. Jared, is there a reason why this desk was turned around this way? Just so that, why?
So all this stuff can connect to the desk. You're welcome.
I hate this desk. All right.
Trying to get you a new desk.
Is Will still on here?
No. You missed him.
Okay. Gotcha.
What question were you going to ask him? And I'll see if I can answer it.
What is his favorite part of fishing and living in Florida? Is it like the amount of fish that you have to fish there, or is it just the easy access to the ocean? And what is his favorite part about living in Florida and fishing in Florida?
Well, his favorite part of living in Florida is the abundance of species of fish. So you can fish saltwater, you can fish brackish, you can fish freshwater, and at the same time, like you have the opportunity to fish 365 days out of the year, which makes it also amazing. He also loves the fact that there's no Florida state tax, so every piece of fishing tackle he buys, no tax.
Hold up, wait, I didn't know that. There's no state tax on fishing stuff?
I don't think there's any state tax on anything, is there?
I don't know. I'm not aware of that.
I could be wrong. Oh, wait a minute. No, there's tax in Florida. There is tax because there's Broward County tax. I know for a fact there's tax. Hold on. No, I sold. Yeah. No. I sold. That's right. There's tax. So I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay. So, Rick, do you have any updates on the thing you wanted me to do for you?
I did not.
I just didn't want to have to call you and then.
Not yet. Okay. I'm waiting.
All right. Sweet.
Yes.
So, when are you guys stopping down in your sprinter van and coming down and fishing with me? Because I had an 8-pounder hooked up today on a big bait.
So Rafi and I are trying to look at dates. Rafi and I are trying to look at dates to see if we can make it. If we can make it work.
All right. Sweet.
Because I don't want to go alone.
Well, there's some good fishing down here. You just got to hit it at the right time. If you hit it in the middle of the summer, whenever it's like just absolutely like crazy hot,
sure,
the fish just kind of slow down. So you got to kind of hit it at the end of summer or the beginning of summer. So sometimes you get on a good like crankbait bite in the middle of summer, but that's kind of rare. So yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go.
What'd you have
that
for
way
dinner?
You can continue on your live stream. And
what'd you have for dinner?
What did I have for dinner? What did I?
Don't tell me some sandwiches.
We had chicken cutlets.
Chicken what?
My mom made chicken cutlets from the chickens we butchered and raised and everything. And we had some asparagus with that and also some baked potatoes.
So, all right. I love it.
Yeah. Pretty full dinner. And a peanut butter Snickers bar for dessert.
Now you're speaking my language.
No. Gotta feel something junk in.
You just gave Jared a reason to be excited. Yeah, I'm trying to keep a PG. I let Mr. Gambit take us off the rails with a Woody or whatever he said. Anyway, all right, Brendan, we'll talk with you later.
All right, see you, man. Have a good one.
All right, guys. I've done the golden tickets. We talked about Monster Bass Cares. I do not feel polished today. I gotta be honest with you guys. This wasn't my best show. It's not my best show. However, hold on. The Burley Hype Man. Here's two names: Donkey Dope and Croc Cane. I can just see myself in the line review with Walmart. So I'd like to introduce you to my two new baits, the Donkey Dope and the Croc Cane. Yeah, that's going to go far. Look, bro. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Anyway, guys, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will see you in 2 weeks because next week I got to go up to Oregon and look at a property for some stuff I'm working on, and but we'll be back in 2 weeks with the aggressively average anglers as my guests. So until then, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you on Monster Bass Monday. Take care.